I mean, Amar and I both fell in love with this sport because of the super bikes, right? All the neat equipment you can't get, you know. And I'm a fabricator and an engine builder, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool to give everybody an even playing field and be able to produce these parts and get them out to people? But it's not feasible. That's why the factories don't do it. I mean, there's just such a small market, and it's so expensive, and the R&D time, it's just not worth trying to even produce a limited amount for anybody but yourself. But that's the cool thing about Amar's product is he's taken advanced electronics that are typically, you know, you can't get the things that are in Amar's system without spending at least $20,000 minimum, up to 40 or 50 on some really advanced electronics. And then when you get them, you have to spend $100,000 a year hiring an engineer to keep the thing running and interpolate all the data you get from it. And so what Amar's done is put a lot of technology into a very user-friendly, affordable package. I mean, we sat down while he was developing the system and said, look, what do we want to give people and what do we use the most? What is the most advantageous aspect of a $50,000 superbike electronic system? And we took those components, or Amar did, and figured out a way to package them and make them user-friendly and make them affordable. And so that's what you have with the Z-Fi system and ZAFM, and it's, this year I've been accused of maybe not being, cheating a little bit on motors and things like that, but the real advantage in performance that we have on the track and the reason our bikes are so fast is because we have perfect air fuel everywhere we go. Our fuel mapping, we remap the bikes daily and build perfect air fuel maps for the conditions we're racing in, on the track we're racing in, under those real-world loads and real-world ram air and all the things that, how fast you're rolling the throttle on, they all play a part in your air fuel mixture. And so by building maps every day at the track, it keeps the bike performing, at its very 100% optimum. So sometimes our bikes look like they may be a little stronger than they should be, but that's why. And I tell people, I'm like, dude, just go out and get yourself a system. They're on the shelf and they're inexpensive, It's a lot of product for the money. I see guys out there spending a couple $1,000s a weekend on tires to go faster. I'm like, you can go spend, $1,600 one time and go a lot faster. I can't tell you how many guys that I've put those systems on their bikes that are ex-pro AMA guys that still like to road race, from those guys down to the guys that are just learning to race, and across the board, it's always like, I can't believe it. I just cut 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds on tracks that I've been racing on and been at multiple times. It's phenomenal the kind of feedback we get from the system. So it's pretty cool stuff.